Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm here showcasing you guys everything I picked up from Black Friday. So this year for Black Friday, there weren't that many games on sale that I was really interested in. And on top of that, when it comes to me buying games and playing them like instantly, it's a little hard. I'm still trying to get through the Spider-Man DLC that just came out, Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm still very early on into that game. I just bought the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I still need to open that and play it. So I kept my Black Friday spending on video games very low, but I did spend a lot of money on Blu Rays and movies. So if you want to stick around for that, you can. So here are the actual just two games I bought during Black Friday. So we got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Bought this from Best Buy. It was $20. I know last year it was like $25 or something like that, but around that time I had a lot of Switch games that I was still playing, so I knew I wasn't going to get to it. So now I have Dark Souls, but Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle got a strategy game that I could pop in and play through. And then the other game that I bought was on the much higher end, but I really want to go and support this studio, and supposedly it's actually pretty good. Vampire. So Don't Nod, I believe, are the developers of this game, which are also the developers of Life is Strange. Love that series, and supposedly this is not that bad of a game. To be honest, I was really scared for this game. I thought that it was just gonna bomb, be really terrible, but it is actually supposedly not that bad. So hopefully I will be able to get to a chance to play it, maybe even possibly finish it before the end of the year so I can talk about it, maybe in my potential favorite games of the year video. Alright guys, so the rest of this video is legit just going to be me showcasing you all of the Blu Rays I purchased, mainly from Best Buy, but I got some other Blu Rays I got from Target and Walmart. So let's get into it. Get Out. This is a movie that I watched digitally, and then, I want to go and buy it physically on Blu-ray. It's actually pretty good. If you haven't heard already, I really did like it. But yeah, very, very interesting movie by Jordan Peele. Cannot wait to go and see what he does next. Deadpool 2. I really liked the first one, so I was like, alright, so what's the second one gonna offer? It wasn't that bad. It's not better than the first one, I would say, but the second one definitely had its moments. I will give it that. So yeah, and by the way, most of the Blu-rays at Best Buy are either $6 or $10, somewhere around that price range. There's only one that I really spent a lot on, which I will talk about in a few minutes. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. I actually haven't watched this movie yet. I literally bought it because I'm like, I want to see what this is about. So yeah, I really liked Captain Underpants when I was in grade school, so I want to go and see on how this movie, shapes up. Blockers. This is a movie that my brother said was actually not that bad, but every single time John Cena is on screen, I just laugh. And it's literally because he's John Cena, but to be honest, in this movie he's actually like pretty good in terms of like the writing that he's given, so I'm not going to knock him for that. But this is definitely not like a really good movie. It's sort of like a guilty pleasure movie, I would say. Like, it's funny bad in a way, but not as bad as like a Netflix movie like The Package, if I can say that. Call Me By Your Name. I really liked this movie when I saw it in theaters, and yeah, it's pretty much you watching a summer about these two gentlemen, Elio and what's his goddamn name, Oliver. You just see as to what they do during one summer, so that is pretty cool. And then we got Battle of the Sexes. This is a movie that me and my brother wanted to watch, but we just couldn't find it for rental anywhere. So it actually, when we were online, we saw this and it was like $6 or something like that, and we were like, we gotta get it. It's because it got Steve Carell, Emma Stone. Let's see what this is about. Ex Machina. I believe this is still on Netflix or something like that, but my brother really does like this movie, so he bought it for himself. So A Christmas Story. This is a movie that I actually wanted to watch because I remember watching it in like elementary school, grade school, whatever, a long time ago, but you know, I want to go and watch it for myself because the holidays is coming up now. So let's see what this is about. John Wick, probably the most badass movie character of this generation, I would say. Yeah, if you haven't seen John Wick, watch John Wick. It's really good. Molly's Game. This was a movie that I was actually surprisingly into. My brother, he rented it, and then he fell asleep during it, so he didn't get to watch the final part of it. So we're just going to rewatch it again, which I don't mind because it's actually like a pretty good film. I really did like it. But it's pretty much about like, you know, well, first up, it's based on a true story, so there's that, and it's talking about on how like this woman Molly had like this entire like gambling sort of like casino setup going on. But there's that. The Shape of Water. This is a Guillermo del Toro movie. Hope I pronounced his name right. I know his name is said a lot throughout the movie industry, but it's a love story about this woman, and she falls in love with this sea creature, so, or this monster, whatever you want to call it, but it's pretty good, not gonna lie. Then we got Justice League here. Say what you want about Justice League. I had a good time watching it when I saw it in theaters. I didn't even notice about the whole like Superman mustache CGI thing when I was watching it. I didn't even notice it, so maybe I will when I rewatch it one of these days. But yeah, I honestly had a good time watching it, and for like what, $6 I believe I paid for, not that bad. Then we got Coco. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite movies of last year or something like that. I believe this movie came out last year, but yeah, this is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, you know, just another Disney Pixar movie that is about family, and that's great. Creed. I actually watched this yesterday digitally because I wanted to get a chance to watch it before I went to go see Creed 2. So, yeah, this is pretty good. I have never watched a Rocky movie, so keep that in mind. I just watched Creed. I know who Rocky is. You know, he's a boxer. But yeah, Creed, pretty good. Really did like it. Game night. It's a murder mystery game sort of thing that's going on. Yeah, it is as wacky and as crazy as like the trailers make it out to be. Game night is definitely one of the movies that I watched and I was like, wow, this is surprisingly good. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, still enjoyed it, to be honest. Hereditary. I actually had no idea what I was getting into when I saw this movie, but oh my god, this is actually like an insane, like sort of like creepy. It's not necessarily a horror. I mean, I guess it kind of is a horror movie, but it's not gonna scare you like jump scares or anything like that. It's just gonna creep you out a lot. And to be honest, I really liked it because of that fact. So yeah, we got Hereditary. Annihilation. This is another movie by the director of Ex Machina, as you can see on the thing right here. But I honestly had no idea what I was getting into. All I knew was that Natalie Portman was in it, and then I watched it in theaters, and I was like, this is a interesting movie. The ending definitely like messed me up, because I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, now I get a chance to rewatch it, because my brother wants to watch it, because he didn't get a chance to watch it in theaters, so that's why we purchased it. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. It's weird that this certified fresh thing's on top of Slade's shoes, or Deathstroke, whatever. But yeah, this movie is not that bad. When I saw it in theaters, I was like, you know what? This is a kid's movie. I'll take it for what it is, and it was really enjoyable. So there's that. But hopefully we get the original Teen Titans back, because I want this movie to do well. But if we don't get the original Teen Titans, I'm still not going to watch Teen Titans Go the show, but this movie, I will gladly watch it maybe one more time. Then we got A Quiet Place. This was a movie that I constantly saw the trailer for, and then when it finally came out, I was like, alright, let me go see what this is about. And it is actually really good. you have to be quiet when you're watching this movie because the movie is literally all about silence. And it's because there's like this monster that legit, if you make one sound, it will kill you. So yeah, I really did like this movie. It's all about family. So yeah, it's got Josh Krasinski and Emily Blunt. I was honestly not familiar with their work prior to watching this movie. I now am currently watching The Office, so I know, Josh and, his character Jim and everything like that. Next up, we got 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This was a movie I saw towards the end of last year, and it really surprised me in terms of like how much I enjoyed it. It's pretty much about these 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. That's all I'm going to say. I really don't like talking about movies because I feel like most movies, when people say they're good and as to why, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go watch it. But if you want more details, there's obviously a bunch of other YouTubers out there, but I just like giving like the basics and then let you decide if you want to go see it. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I actually have not watched this movie, but supposedly it's really good. Pretty funny movie. It got Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, so where can you go around there? But yeah, that is definitely a movie that me and my brother missed out in theaters, and we both want to see it. Love, Simon. When I first saw this movie, I really liked it. This is a movie based on a book. I forget exactly the book's name, but yeah. It is about this guy, Simon, and he's gay, and then he comes out, and you see as exactly how that affects everything, or yeah, pretty much how that affects everything around him: family, friends, school. So very interesting movie. Then we got Wonder. I believe this is also based on a book. I really like this movie, and it's not just about the kid with he has a weird looking face. I forget exactly what that is called specifically, but this is a movie about how that kid affects everyone else. It affects the parents, it affects his sister. So yeah, it is definitely a very wholesome movie. I will give it that. There's nothing really here in this movie to make you feel bad about. It's legit a wholesome movie that'll make you feel good by the end of it. Lady Bird, another coming of age story featuring a teenage girl, but this one is kind of different. It's about this Catholic girl, I believe. She goes to Catholic school, and she's going away to college and everything like that, and you see as to how her relationship with her parents and some other things in that. I can't remember exactly, but this movie was just really good, and I really liked it, and I want to watch it again, which I might do by the end of this week. So there's that. The First Purge. This was a movie that one of my coworkers recommended to me that I did not get a chance to see in theaters, and I saw it there at Best Buy, and I was like, okay, let me go and see what this is about. Don't mind dropping a few dollars for it. So but yeah, The First Purge. I've never watched any of the Purge movies, but I know what they are. It's about one day in the year where killing is legal, pretty much no laws. So Avengers Infinity War. I mean, this was kind of like a no-brainer. It was $7, and I'm a huge Marvel fan, so why the hell not? So yeah, Avengers Infinity War. I'm not sure if this is my movie of the year. I've seen a lot of movies this year, but it's definitely top 3, maybe even top 2. So, but the impact that this movie has left on a lot of people and the MCU as a whole, it's still pretty far up there. Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is the only movie that I really bought at a really high price. This was like $16, but the only reason I bought it at this price was because I know that I was going to buy it eventually, and this is probably the lowest it's going to be as of right now. But my opinion on Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was alright. It's not better than the first one, but there's a lot of reasons for that because there's a lot of problems with it that I won't really go into, but just know that this is not as good as the first one, but it's still like a enjoyable movie. There's still a couple of things here and there that kind of bother me that I might need to rewatch to go and confirm myself with, but there's that. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright, so let's get into my Target and Walmart pickups. So let's start with Target. So we bought these at Target because they either didn't have them at Best Buy, or they were cheaper at Target. One or the other. So first up, we got Rick and Morty Season 3 on Blu Ray. It was $10, and I was like, that is a steal. Especially for a TV show Blu Ray, $10, no brainer. So I bought that. Really like the Rick and Morty series. I cannot wait to go and see whenever season 4 is going to happen. But I'm not holding my breath on that, you know. I'm kind of just like waiting. So there is that. And then we got Tully. This was a movie that me and my brother missed out on when it showed up in theaters. So hopefully we will be able to watch it. Supposedly it's pretty good. So I cannot wait to go and see as to what this movie has to show. I've watched the trailer in theaters multiple times, but I've not got a chance to watch it. The Lego Movie and also the Lego Batman movie. So yeah, I love the Lego Movie. It's a really good film. I'm not like in love with it, but you know, it is pretty good. I know I just said I love the movie, but I like it. I really do like it. It's a pretty good film. The Lego Batman movie, if you're a Batman fan, you'll see a lot of the Batman references. I'm not a huge Batman fanatic, but you know, I did get a lot of the references and saw a lot of things that I don't think normal people would have noticed. But yeah, I really did like both of these films. Probably the original Lego Movie more, just because the Batman one was a little... It had to play safe because, you know, it is a Lego Movie, but also they're using the character Batman, and I'm used to Batman doing like cruel and unusual things. But there's that. Oh god. I, Tonya. This was a movie that me and my brother saw, and I believe it was sometime last year, towards the end of the year, and I was really surprised by how much I really enjoyed this film. I believe that this is based on a true story or something like that, but yeah, this was a pretty good film. I really did like it. It's about ice skating, and yeah, how she pretty much became a really good ice skater, or figure skater. That's what that is. So, and then last one from Target we got is Paddington 2. So yeah, this was a movie that a lot of people were praising. Me and my brother have yet to watch the first one, so once we get the first one, we will check out the second one, because supposedly this is like a really good like you know, like PG family film. So wondering on how much of that is true, in my opinion. And then the last pickup here is from Walmart. This was a movie that I did not see anywhere else, and this is a movie that I want to see, despite reviews having mixed opinions on it. Pacific Rim Uprising. Yeah, I really like the original Pacific Rim, and I want to go and see on how this one shapes up. Supposedly, my friend Damien, he's a huge Pacific Rim fan. He didn't find it all that bad. But that might just be because he's a fanboy, but who knows? You know, so everyone has a different opinion when you mention this movie. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to pop this in for myself and see what I think. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything I picked up during Black Friday. Thank you guys for sticking around, if you did, to watch me talk about Blu Rays and showcase them. As you can see, I got 2 games there, and the rest are just Blu Rays. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up every single Saturday. Follow my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter, where I put updates on my future videos. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.